Yes, Queen. Yes, Queen. Yes, Queen. Yes, Queen.
Thank you all very much. Now, listen, I don't want to tempt fate, because clearly lots of results are still coming in and we're still only dealing with projections. But at this stage, it does look as though this One Nation Conservative government has been given a powerful new mandate to get Brexit done. And not just to get Brexit done, but to unite this country and to take it forward and to focus on the priorities of the British people and, above all, on the NHS.
Today's election result will come as a severe blow to working people across Britain. Boris Johnson and the Tory party, already supremely arrogant, will be further emboldened by this victory. They'll be coming after what's left of our welfare state. They'll be stepping up attacks on their trade unions. But the struggle carries on. While there's still a will to win, no defeat is final. Wherever working people stand up for their rights, victory is always within reach. If you're one of the many millions of people asking themselves today, what do I do in light of this election result, our answer is simple. Join the people's struggles wherever you are. Join the fight against this Tory government. Join the Communist Party. Join the YCL.
Deaths! No more 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 justice! 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 You can go Which side are you on? 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 Which side are you on?
Welcome here!
You're saying now is the same we said. You guys are wearing suits, we wore robes.
Every other race can be proud to be who they are except for white people. Is that an illegitimate thing to believe?
When whites do it, it turns into a hate group. I have never met a guy that said white pride without him intending it to be racist.
What about me?
I think you have racist views, and I think you know you have racist.
What does racist mean to you?
It means you believe your race is superior over everybody else.
So a white supremacist.
Yeah,
I'm not a white supremacist.
government.
Definitely are.
You sat here and asked me.
What you're doing is you're creating a movement of people that are white supremacists.
I'm not creating anything. I do a show on YouTube.
I see a lot of 1488s, man.
I can't control what people comment.
Why do you think that people are coming to you? Now, if you're saying you're not that type of person, then maybe you should start thinking about what you're saying, because these people think you are that type of person.
I don't know what the KKK says, but
I know what they say.
Okay, well, and let's say for the sake of argument.
I did 22 years. The you're saying is exactly the same.
The Conservative Party have stormed to victory in the general election in a landslide win that has left many voters reeling up and down the country.
Well, my friends, good morning, everybody. My friends, well, we did it. We did it.
There was much talk before the election of people pledging to leave the UK should Boris Johnson and the Tories get into power with a majority. But how do you do it? Other than packing your possessions, kissing loved ones goodbye and boarding some kind of international transport, how do you actually leave the country? First up, as a UK resident, you need to tell all the relevant government officers dealing with your benefits, pension and taxes that you're moving abroad, according to the government's website. In order to move to another country, you need to inform HMRC to make sure that you both pay the right amount of tax and avoid paying tax in two countries at the same time. Anyone with a student loan also needs to tell the student loans company. If you receive a pension, you've got to contact the International Pension Centre. You can still claim a state pension if you move abroad, but only if you've paid enough UK national insurance contributions to qualify. You have to inform your local Job Centre Plus that you're moving if you claim any benefits, and you may be able to continue claiming UK-based benefits, but only if you're moving to a country with a special arrangement with the UK or one that's in the European Economic Area. However, just be aware you could be committing benefit fraud by failing to report a change in circumstances, such as working, buying a property or claiming benefits in another country. While the UK remains part of the European Union, which now really might be only until the 31st of January, there will be no change to the rights of UK nationals living in EU countries, according to the government's website. After that, who can say? If you're looking to emigrate to a non-EU country, you'll need to apply and qualify for a visa. Or some countries let immigrants obtain citizenship if they invest a certain amount of money in property or other government schemes. Visa stipulations vary hugely from country to country, and in many places can take months to process. So there you have it. If you want to flee the UK, that's how you do it. Or your other option is to stay and try to help make things better.
Инспектор гонок идет расследование.
I believe that if I were the ruler, the benevolent dictator of the world, I would legalize bestiality where you are giving, where you are pleasuring the animal. You see what I'm saying? Okay. Okay. Now why? Why did that happen? It's the dumbest thing I've said.
It really is the dumbest thing you said.
No, I'll tell you why. Because, like, so there's, like, was the case that we covered where there was, like, a guy or a girl or something that was pleasuring a horse, and the horse came to a conclusion, right? So who got harmed? I mean, if you really ask the horse, did you mind? The answer's got to be, no! Do you see what I'm saying? No!
This is such an awkward conversation.
It is. All
yeah.
right, I'm going to leave it be, okay?
This is Tori. She fell in love with Travis and Ethan and Mark and Chris. Their four-way relationship is working wonders for them.
The relationship could best be described by having Tori as the hub and all of us are spokes on a giant wheel.
But not everyone understands the dynamic.
I was like, oh, you're kidding, that you're joking.
How will this poly relationship cope with a further addition to the family?
And so who's the father of the baby?
Not my Prime Minister! Take back Not my Prime Minister! And then what? Not my Prime Minister! No way! Not my Prime Minister! I'm in the road! Not my Prime Minister! Come on to the road! I fucking marry you, I fucking prick! No, they're fucking far right, mate. You fucking know. You fucking Tories!
Say it with me. Shh. Or you'll wake. I wonder what it'll wake. The dragon! I personally saw real benefit to having someone like me on stage because I think it's really vitally important that children are aware that people like myself exist. A few parents were questioning whether it was something that they wanted to bring their child to. I think it's the decision and choice of the parent to be on board with being part of the future or not. With being part of the future or not.
First drag event that we've been to. It's lovely, really nice, loved it. Nice.
All the kids were entranced.
So for me it's important that she grows up knowing that there's lots of different types of people in the world and that she can be whoever she wants to be as well.
I think there are enough people out there who are ready to embrace a future that doesn't look like today. And that's really powerful and really important.
Harvey, how you doing?
trying to do? What am I trying to do in my classrooms? I'm trying to create dangerous spaces within my classrooms. Dangerous spaces. And what does this mean? What we need are critical dangerous spaces where vulnerability, and so I'm thinking these are dangerous spaces, where vulnerability and anxiety can be nurtured in white students who find themselves faced with critical questions about race that mark their bodies as problem bodies. Now, this may sound highfalutin, right? But it works. It takes a long time. Let me give you some examples of how it works. How do you mark white bodies as problem bodies and get away with that? Right? But not just get away with it, but to identify a sort of history that is accurate, right? Or giving a thick theoretical account that makes sense of that. Creating moments of trauma are important. Again, etymologically, which means to wound, within the context of classrooms. How do you create trauma? We need forms of trauma that unsettle various meta-narratives that ground and underwrite white privilege and white so-called superiority. This is necessary for white students in order to begin to disarticulate, again, various mythopoetic constructions of whiteness that have reinforced their naturalized place of dominance in the world. And I am telling you from firsthand experience, white students at Emory have not engaged critically the question of whiteness. And that there are all kinds of hidden assumptions about their identities as being non-raced, as being superior, as being normative. So we need a form of Bildung, or paideia, or education as educare, that actually cultivates vulnerability in white students, a space where they are wounded, undergo moments of trauma and narrative disorientation, cognitive disorientation, and embodied disorientation in terms of their whiteness.
Hi, this is Rachel Dolezal sending congratulations to the 13% crew for hitting 55% this year. That's amazing. When 13% of the company does 55% of the work, you deserve recognition. But truth be told, it's really more like 6% getting it done. So you know who you are. Congratulations on your success. And this message is from your regional manager.